Good morning, my dear students. Again, I am back with a very new and interesting topic. This is called as the adrenal gland. We have already studied that adrenal gland. It is an endocrine gland. There are two pairs of the adrenal glands. These adrenal glands are situated each on the upper part of the kidney. Okay, these are also called as the suprarenal glands. A very interesting disease or a syndrome which is called as the Cushing's disease. It is related to the adrenal gland and it is named after Cushing's, the physiologist. Okay, so moving on forward, the functional anatomy. Okay, kindly noted down here that, my dear students, this topic is small but it is very important. Functional anatomy. There are two adrenal glands in the human body situated on upper pole of each kidney. Other name suprarenal glands. Two parts: cortex and the medulla. Adrenal cortex. It is the outer portion. It constitutes 80% of the gland. Adrenal medulla, it is the inner portion. It constitutes the 20%. Three layers of the adrenal cortex: zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, and zona reticularis. Again, I am repeating the functional anatomy. There are two adrenal glands in the human body situated on the upper pole of each kidney. Other name suprarenal glands. Two parts: cortex and medulla. Adrenal cortex, outer portion 80%, adrenal medulla, inner portion 20%. Three layers of adrenal cortex: zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, and zona reticularis. Hormones of the adrenal cortex. These are known as corticosteroids or adrenocortical hormones. Okay, there are three types: mineralocorticoids, glucocorticoids, and the sex hormones. Okay, again I am repeating hormones of the adrenal cortex. These are known as corticosteroids or adrenocortical hormones. Three types: mineralocorticoids, glucocorticoids, and the sex hormones. Mineralocorticoids. These hormones act on the minerals like sodium and potassium. These hormones are aldosterone and 11-deoxycorticosterone. Again, I am repeating the mineralocorticoids hormones are these act on the minerals like sodium and potassium. These hormones are aldosterone and 11-deoxycorticosterone. Functions of the mineralocorticoids. These are very much important. Please go through them very carefully. These are life-saving hormone, increase in the sodium reabsorption. These help in increase in the ECF volume, increase in the ECF volume, increase in the blood volume. Finally, increases the blood pressure, increase in the potassium excretion, tubular secretion of hydrogen ions, which maintains the acid-base balance in the body, prevents loss of sodium from the human body, increases the sodium absorption from the human intestine. Okay. Again, I am repeating the functions of mineralocorticoids. These are the life-saving hormones: increase in the sodium reabsorption, increase in the ECF volume, increase in the ECF volume, and increase in the blood volume. Finally, increases the blood pressure, increase in the potassium excretion, tubular secretion of hydrogen ions, which maintains the acid-base balance in the body, prevents loss of sodium from the human body, increases the sodium absorption from the intestine. Glucocorticoids. These act on the glucose metabolism. These are secreted by the zona fasciculata. These hormones are cortisol, corticosterone, and cortisone. These are having 21 carbon atoms. Glucocorticoids. These act on the glucose metabolism. These are secreted by the zona fasciculata. These hormones are cortisol, corticosterone, and cortisone. These are having 21 carbon atoms. Functions of glucocorticoids. These are very much important. Kindly go through them very carefully. These hormones are life-saving hormones, increases the blood glucose level, promote the catabolism of proteins, cause mobilization and redistribution of fats, accelerate the excretion of water, enhance the retention of sodium, stimulate bone resorption, cause catabolism of proteins from the muscles, increase the destruction of eosinophils, important for the constrictor action of adrenaline and noradrenaline or epinephrine and norepinephrine, necessary for proper functioning of the central nervous system, increase the secretion of adrenocorticotropic hormone in response to any type of stress, prevent the inflammatory changes, prevent the allergic reactions, decrease the number of T lymphocytes, thereby decreasing the body immunity. Functions of glucocorticoids. These are the life-saving hormones, increases the blood glucose level, promote the catabolism of proteins, cause mobilization and redistribution of fats, accelerate the excretion of water, enhance the retention of sodium, stimulate bone resorption, cause catabolism of proteins from the muscles, increase the destruction of eosinophils, necessary for the constrictor action of adrenaline and noradrenaline, necessary for proper functioning of the CNS, increase the secretion of ACTH in response to any type of stress, prevent the inflammatory changes, prevent the allergic reactions, decrease the number of T lymphocytes, thereby decreasing the body immunity. I hope everything is clear up till now, my dear students. Again, moving on forward, adrenal sex hormones. These are also important. So kindly go through them carefully. These are secreted mainly by the zona reticularis. Most of the hormones are male sex hormones or the androgens. These hormones are dihydroepiandrosterone, androstenedione, and testosterone. Dihydroepiandrosterone is the most active hormone responsible for the masculine features of the body. Again, I am repeating, my dear students, adrenal sex hormones, these are secreted mainly by the zona reticularis. Most of the hormones are male sex hormones or the androgens. These hormones are dihydroepi, androsterone, androstenedione, and testosterone. Dihydroepi androsterone is the most active hormone responsible for the masculine features of the body. So, my dear students, in this chapter, we have covered the adrenal sex hormones, the glucocorticoids, the mineralocorticoids, and a general introduction to the adrenal gland, where the adrenal glands are situated, what are the functions of the mineralocorticoids, what are the functions of the glucocorticoids, and what are the functions of the adrenal sex hormones.
You get enough time कम किए